Hey everyone, this is your favorite radio host, your only radio host and favorite girl, of course, Corinne Lafont, broadcasting to you from the lovely island of Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean on Between the Lines. And I have with me today, just as gorgeous,
Thank you.
Linda Murray Ballard. But before I introduce her and share a bit about her bio, I always start off my show, as you would know if you're a listener, follower, subscriber, whatever it may be. I always start my show off being thankful. I am so thankful to be here. I'm so thankful that I'm alive. I am so thankful for everything that is coming to me, that I'm attracting in my life, whether it's, good circumstance, not so good, it doesn't matter. I am thankful because I know what's coming to me is a lesson to be learned to make me better, stronger, and to achieve my higher self. So I am so thankful. And I know great things are coming to me soon. I can feel it. And I just want to wish everyone a beautiful day. It's coming to the close of February. Imagine that. We just started January and here we are coming to the close of February. People don't waste time. Time is not waiting on you. It's ticking away. Yeah. So set your goals, live out your dreams. Just live. And I just feel so excited to be living, to be alive above ground. And I'm so thankful to God for that. Yeah, He's responsible for all that. I'm thankful. So Linda, let me tell you a bit about Linda and what we're talking about today. We're talking about building your own startup business, and that is such a fabulous topic to talk about because we're still early in the year. So if you have been procrastinating on starting your own business, this is the time to start. There's nothing as too late, too old, too whatever. It's now. It's right now. So building your own startup business is what we're talking about. And Linda Murray Ballard is Bullard, I should say. Is it Ballard? Is it Bullard or Ballard?
It is Bullard.
Bullard is the best-selling author of The Well-Ran Dry, Memoirs of a Motherless Child. Her autobiography, Lovely, which was accepted by the U.S. Library of Congress in 2013, so it's just a few years ago. She just released the Building Your Own Business series specifically for startups. So clearly we're going to find out more about that. She's been invited on radio and television shows and all major affiliates. Linda has been quoted by many major media outlets, including Reader's Digest, American Express, Bank of America, Nationwide, and Prevention. She earned her MBA at the University of Tennessee. Linda owns LSMB Business Solutions, a small business consultant firm, and we're going to showcase her website in a bit as we get closer to the end of the show. Linda has 3 adult sons, 5 grandchildren, and a great-grandson. Now, I know she's lying about that because she doesn't look like that. So I don't know why she's calling all these things on herself. I guess she wants to be a great-grandmother. I guess she loves the title, right? She loves the title. But I don't know about this thing, about her having, I could believe the adult sons. I'm not so sure about the 5 grandchildren and the great-grandson. No. So
Yeah, I have 6. I have 6 grandchildren.
And she's adding. Can you believe it? She's adding to it too. So she's adding to the lie. So welcome, gorgeous Linda, to Between the Lines.
Thank you. Between the Lines. Thank you all for having me.
Yeah, you must stop lying. That's the first thing. Stop lying.
I wish it was, but it is it is really my life.
The next time you come on my show, I want to see that great grandson. You need to show proof.
Okay, yeah, he's 5. He's 5 and bilingual.
Oh my God. Oh my God. She's adding people. She's adding. Linda, tell us about this memoir. And before we go into that, I noticed I'm on your website, and we're going to look at it a little bit later, that you're involved with Steve Harvey and stuff like that, which is cool. So don't talk about it now. We're going to hit on that a little bit later, but I just want to hint at that early in the game. So tell us about this memoir of yours and what led you to working with startups.
So what happened is on January the 24th, 2013, I lost my career of 26 years. I had been with a health insurance company, and because of the implementation of Obamacare, I lost my position.
Mm.
And I decided not to let those 26 years go to waste.
Mm-hmm.
But in my downtime, because you need separation after a relationship of that length,
Mm-hmm.
in my downtime, I pulled out an essay that I had wrote in 2007
Mm-hmm.
and pulled it out to see if it was book worthy. And so from it was my life. It was actually my essay to myself to do a purge, but it was my life story. And I put that in a book, and it was accepted by the Library of Congress. I'm using it to help women and teen girls especially to understand that your current situation is temporary. And when you change your mind, you change your life.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But the title is saying motherless child, and you're clearly not motherless.
Oh, I was. But what happened is, at the age of 9, Christmas Day, 1968, my mom passed of double pneumonia and the Hong Kong flu epidemic. Wow. And so I was her youngest child. She had 6, and I was the youngest of the 6.
Mm-hmm.
And so the book is also about living without her and what impact it has. If you can imagine everything you've learned from your mother since the age of 9, I didn't get any of that.
Oh.
And so everything that I've learned about being a woman, about being a mom, about being a entrepreneur, I've had to learn secondhand.
Wow. So what you're saying is absolutely right. Your circumstances doesn't dictate your destiny. It doesn't determine who you become and where you become, because it doesn't matter what circumstances you're born in. Once you become aware or conscious and you desire more, and there's a burning within you, and you look around you and you realize that there is more, there could be more, you could be more. Nothing should stop you. Nothing should stop you, and you should seek that information. It doesn't matter whether it's in other people, places. You seek it until you find it.
Absolutely. And in that, I became a mother myself at the age of 14. And the son that I had at 14 is now a battalion chief in the city of Chattanooga's fire department. He has a 23-year career with the fire department. His daughter graduated from Emory University, which is a renowned research hospital in Atlanta, Georgia.
That's why you look so young. You start off young. Now I see the maths. No. Now I see the maths, right? You went ahead. You rushed ahead of time and start having them early, so you could show off that you're a young great grandmother. Oh, that's the formula. Okay, no problem.
It worked.
It worked, yes. Oh my goodness. So what are some tips you would like to share from your life? To young people, persons listening to this, persons who may be at a point in their life that is like, there's nothing to live for. What am I doing? They may be down in the dumps. They're in a black hole. What can you share from your life?
Yeah, from my own experiences. So living with my father was 50 years old when my mom passed. And so he was not used to raising children, but he was left with 6. And what I learned in that whole experience is God, I'm a believer. And so I love that you open your show giving thanks to the Lord for your current circumstances and for all things considered. And that's what kept me centered. I believe that young people need to find that relationship with their creator in order to lean on him in those very difficult times when you really have no ability to move yourself forward. And in doing that, I also believe that he gives each of us a package to deliver to the world. So it doesn't matter where you are or what your circumstances is today. Your experiences are not for you. I went through all that so that I could encourage other people who were motherless. I went through all of that so that I could help free other people. So regardless of where you are today, just know that you're building a testimony. Your test does become your testimony.
Yeah. I love that. And I like how you said, it resonated with me when you said God gives us each a package.
Oh, definitely. And
that is
if we don't deliver. If we don't deliver it, then the people we were destined to serve go unserved. And that's a disjustice to us and to them.
Yeah. And it takes me back to a clip I saw to bring up Steve Harvey, where he talked about that, and he was in tears talking about that. This package to go to this street, to go to that street, and he just
Absolutely.
missed the package. And you know, he saw all the packages that was there for him, all the blessings, and he missed all of that. It went on another, yeah. And I was like, look at that, a simple illustration can show you your life and what you're missing. You're just not
Absolutely.
tapping in. You're not
Absolutely.
aware. You're not connecting to source, God, creator, universe, whatever you want to
Mm,
call it.
absolutely.
You're
That right
just
there.
not, yeah. Hmm.
Hmm. And I think once they build that relationship, the other things work themselves out. Yes, you do go through struggles, and yes, you will
You
have
have to.
tribulations. But those are character building, because it is in our tribulations that we're stretched and that we learn survival skills.
Yeah. But people don't see that, Linda. They're like, why
I
me?
know.
Why
It
me?
doesn't feel like it when you're going through it. Yeah, when you're
No,
going through it,
why me?
you know.
As opposed to saying, hell, bring it on. I remember one time I was going through listen to me, not too long ago, because I'm still going through my journey. And I just, you know, it reached a point where I just got damn upset. And I'm like, look, bring it on. Bring it on.
Absolutely.
You know, you're like,
Absolutely.
you realize you turn left, turn right. You're like, this, you know, like the spirit just moved me to say, bring it on. Bring it. Just
Absolutely.
bring it. I am ready. Just bring it. Whatever.
Yes.
Throw it at me. Bring it. I'm going. You're reaching a sort of fight mode when you're ready to, whatever you have within you, you're ready to fight. Bring it. If I'm down on the
Absolutely.
ground, no problem. I'm dusting myself off, but I'm not giving up. Just bring it.
So yeah, because we
Yeah.
all get down, right? And that's understanding. In all of that, you have depression. A lot of people think depression, you know, they don't know what it is. They just know they feel sad some days, and they feel like they can't go on some days. But know that those feelings are temporary,
Yeah.
and
And
that
I've, yeah.
yeah,
And I've learned.
it's okay to go there, but not stay
Yeah,
there.
yeah, but I want to just interject there. It's not only a matter of temporary. It's temporary if you're in a place that you realize that you're in a depressive state, and it is a state that you should welcome. Not that I'm saying that you should ask for it, but you should welcome, because it is like it is saying to you, you're letting go of something. Something has
Yes,
taken you to a point where it is making you sad. It's like a mourning. It's like a
right.
death. It's like a death of something that you're going through. It has to die. So you're going to feel sad. You're going to feel down in the dumps. But in that death is a letting go. And it's the letting go is what some people don't do, which is why they stay in depression. They hold on because they get
Yeah.
they get comfortable there.
Right. And I think it's important to note that seek professional help.
Mm.
If you get where you're there continually, then seek professional help. There's nothing wrong with that, because in that you're going to find your healing, and you'll find your purpose most times, because when you move all the distractions like depression and like down feelings and blue days and all of those things, when you remove those from you know, you learn to cope with those, then you can see what your true purpose is and why you're going through those things, and understand how you can use those as stepping stones to get to your next level.
Yeah. And something you mentioned earlier about the package is not really for you. You are really the
No,
instrument.
no,
It's not for you. So when you are going through something, you're like, why do I have to go through this and that? Quarrel, why me? It is not
right.
for you. The
It
experience
is
is for you
not.
to learn to teach somebody else, to have the
It is
testimony, to help somebody, but you're not seeing that at the time. Oh my
no,
goodness.
no.
And it's
And so,
amazing. It's amazing
yeah,
when you do go through it. It's so funny. I mean, not laugh funny, but it's funny that
yeah. It's
suddenly
odd. Yeah,
people come into your life that you are able to say, girl, guy, I went through that. All along,
absolutely.
nobody was coming to you, you know. But as soon as you go through it, there is somebody that will come to you, or you will hear somebody that you can share your own story with to uplift them.
Absolutely. It's in our stories that we all connect.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
That's the human experience.
yeah, yeah,
And we're not isolated. We're not going through it by ourselves. We're not going through it alone. We're not the only ones that have those issues. Everyone has issues. It's just different issues at different times. But if we start talking about our stories and sharing them with one another, we find healing for them and for us.
yeah, yeah. And we think ours is the worst, but there are people
Yeah.
with worse than ours.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, with
Most
worse
definitely.
than ours. So whatever we get, we must be thankful, which is why I'm always
Yes.
thankful. We must be thankful it's not worse.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Gratitude goes a long way. And what I learned from Steve is the more, and he says this all the time, the more you are grateful, the more God gives you to be grateful for.
Yes, yes, yes. I can testify to that, because like attracts like. The more you
Absolutely.
focus it, the more you focus on is the more you attract. Whatever you focus on. So if you focus
Whatever that is.
on negativity,
Whatever that is.
yeah,
Right. Whatever gets your attention, that's what grows. And
yeah,
whether it's negative attention or positive attention, if it's getting your attention, that's what's going to grow. So if you stay in your despondency, if you stay in your despair, that's what you grow.
yeah,
It's the law of attraction.
yeah,
It's simply the law of attraction.
yeah, yeah. Wow. I don't know. I'm seeing and feeling, because I'm an empathic person. I'm seeing and feeling a change, Linda. I don't know if you're sensing that yourself around you, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm sensing a change happening in people. People are
Absolutely.
seeking more. They're asking. They're looking for more. It's not with everybody, but small groups,
Yes.
around the world. I'm sensing it. And somebody might say, how am I sensing it around the world? I do sense it, don't doubt me. I know a change is happening within
There's a
people.
change coming.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
there
He's
is
raising
a
up a
change.
generation. Absolutely.
Mhm.
He's raising up a generation that is grateful and that understand the impactfulness of using the power that he left us with.
And they're getting deeper. They're looking, they're seeking,
Mm-hmm.
they're searching, they're asking, they're wondering. They're not they're not taking whatever somebody tells them. They're questioning, you know?
Yes.
And
Yes.
that is good. That is good. And long ago, we were raised with, don't ask questions, just do what you're told. Now,
Absolutely.
now the generation is like, what? No, I don't have to take what you tell me.
Asking why.
Yeah,
Asking why.
yeah.
That one word, if there's a strategy called the 5 whys, and it's to get to the root of the problem. And
Mm-hmm.
when you ask why is it like this? Why am I going through this?
Yeah.
Why did this
Why?
happen to me?
Mhm.
And most times what we find is things don't happen to us, things happen for us.
Yeah.
And so
Start
we
with
learn
why.
that it's happening for us. Yeah. It
Yeah.
starts with why.
Start with why, and just keep asking why. Why?
Yeah.
It might be annoying, and nobody wants
Yeah.
to hear why, and they'll be like, why you
But it
keep
gets
asking
deeper.
why?
But it gets deeper. It
Yeah.
makes you think, and it brings out your true character, and it brings out
Yeah.
what is really the issue for you. Because a lot of times, the things that we think are the issues are just the surface.
That's right.
But it's getting down to the core of the problem.
Yeah, it's always deeper than what you see, what your eyes, your
Absolutely.
physical eyes,
Absolutely.
always
Absolutely.
deeper. Even when somebody's talking to you and having a conversation like how we're having, it's never what the person really says. There is always something deeper than that. And if you really think about it and meditate on it, the answers are going to come to you. It's not,
Right. It's the
it's so
unspoken word.
amazing. Yeah.
Right. You hear what people say, but when you're in tune with them and when you're really tuned in to another person in the conversation, you hear what they don't say.
Yeah.
Which is more powerful than what they do say.
Yeah. It's amazing. I love that. I love that about having conversations and you realize, wait a minute, this person is saying these words out of their mouth. Their body is communicating a different language. Your eyes are saying something. Their energies are saying something. And when you start putting all that together, you're like, you're really telling me this, and this. And then when you ask them,
Absolutely.
yeah, when you ask them, you mirror that to them. You say, I'm getting this from you. You think you're telling me this, but I'm getting this from you. Is this? And you clarify. And they may say yes. And it is totally an XY situation.
Absolutely.
Totally
Absolutely.
different.
What comes from the heart goes to the heart.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're in tune with another person, then you understand what their heart is trying to tell you.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's words that their mouth can't even put in place.
Yeah. Wow. So we're talking about, startups and for persons to really get started with their business. It's still early in the year, still early in the game, still early in your life. I don't care if you're 60 or 65. You don't decide when you die or leave this earth. It's God decides that. And until then,
Absolutely.
you do what you need to do. Follow your passion, live your life. Be who you
Right.
want to be. Yeah.
Some people say that I'm too old. And if you're too old to do whatever that dream was, then it becomes the onus is on you to become a mentor to a young person and teach that to a young person. Because like I said, we all come here with packages. God has gifted us with our package. And our packages are to share with the world, to help others find their freedom. And even if you have waited too long, or so you think it's too long, to do that thing, then you vicariously do it through another.
I love that. I love that tip. Mentoring. If you don't have the time to do it, mentor, help somebody else so that your gift, your package, your skills, your expertise, your knowledge can be passed on to someone else. Don't die with it. There's so many losses, so many, people in the cemetery. A lot of the talent is in the cemetery.
That's the wealthiest place in the world.
Of course.
The cemetery. Where all the dreams and aspirations died.
Damn it. Just that alone should motivate you to get up and do something.
Yes.
Just that.
So as long as there's life, as long as you have life, there is hope, and there's an opportunity to either do what it is that he planted in your spirit, or to teach someone else how to do it. Because young people need mentors.
Yeah.
And so if you've learned this trait, if you've learned this trade, if you've learned this profession and you haven't used it, then the way that you build legacies is by passing it on to a younger person, and so that they can pass it on, and your legacy will outlive you.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. The years that you may have lost, you gain it through helping and mentoring somebody else. Yes. So tell us about your business. It's this startup series that you have to be able to help businesses, young people. And I believe the younger they start, I prefer school age. I find we should be teaching our children from in the home about business, giving them that creative entrepreneurial mind.
Because like us, they came with packages too. My youngest client was 8 years old when she started. She was 7 when she started out. And she's now 12. But she started out when she was 7. And she was sewing aprons.
Wow.
And so she's making aprons for daycares and for
she's
church.
Making aprons?
So hand sewing aprons.
At 8? Well, she's now 12. But my God, what is going on with these young people? They have a way off head, leapfrog head start. Yeah,
absolutely. And when even when I'm coaching her today, when I'm talking to her, she is fully tuned in, and she applies exactly what I tell her. And she's gotten quite a name for her. She has shipped aprons to Japan.
What? No.
Yes.
No. I need to catch up. I don't know how, but I need to catch up. But this is awesome. I love hearing that. These are young minds that will not be coming out to work for somebody else. Their mind is already so framed, so conditioned that I am not going to be working for you. I have my own skills, my own talents. I can do this on my own. The self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-worth is so high.
Right. And then you learn it when I go to high schools and I talk to them about, what are they going to do next? You hear all the time, there are no jobs.
Yeah.
But there is such a void between trades and technology that I teach young people to develop a trade. And then how great is it to be able to hire your uncle who couldn't get a job because of his arrest record? Or how great is it to hire your parents?
Yeah.
And change the whole trajectory of your life.
Yeah. Hire your parents. Isn't that amazing? So that you can have a family business. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. 8 years old and have an apron. And I mean, an apron is so creative to do. And people people use aprons. I'm seeing a lot of aprons around these days. Because people are cooking, people are doing so much more kids in the kitchen, husbands and wives.
Crafts for the kids in daycare.
Yeah.
And, I mean, her clientele has grown. And so she's now renowned, and she makes them now. She does signatures, so they customize based on the person.
Don't tell me. Does she have a website? Don't tell me.
Yeah, so she's Aprons for You and More.
And
it's aprons, the number 4, the letter U, and then and more. So it's
I need to stop talking to you, Linda. I need to stop talking to you, Linda. You can't do anything for me. I'm like, I need to hang with the younger folks, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I need to dump you and hang with the apron girl.
She's expanded her line. Now she's doing alterations.
What?
But she loves to sew.
No, I'm going to check.
She models clothing and she models clothes.
For you and more.com?
Yeah.
No, I need to stop hanging with you, Linda.
I tell you what, I don't know if her website is up, but she's definitely on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, then you can find her there, and you can find her. Her other product is Rainey's Things, RINI''S Things, and there she models, and so she creates her own outfits.
What?
And some outfits for the other people that model with her.
Look here, no, I really need to stop talking to you, Linda. I need to hang with the.
But it's wonderful. It's great to see.
I love hearing that. I love hearing that. And the fact that, I mean, I could imagine what's going on in her home. What is her parents thinking about all this? You're coaching her.
Yeah. So her mom is her momager. So it's her mom and manager.
That's nice. Is she the only child? Is she the only?
She's the youngest. She's the youngest, yeah.
She's the youngest, and she's setting the trend in the house. So what are the older siblings saying?
So one is a photographer. The oldest one's a photographer, and the middle one, he's still in high school. He's in the senior year. So but the mom, she's a poet.
Really? Nice.
Yeah. They have a very crafted family.
Nice. I love hearing that. I love seeing young kids, being entrepreneurial. I mean, at what age do you think? I mean, she's 8. She started. Well,
she's 12. She's 12 now. Yeah.
She started. So, what would you suggest? What would you suggest? You have been coaching a young mind. What would you suggest for the school system or even for the home to start up,
help them
encourage? To encourage it that early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. So I believe in vision boards. Mm-hmm. I believe in teaching young people to make vision boards of what they want to be when they grow up, of what they want to do in their lives. And I think if you use vision boards, and not just for them, but for the entire family, to sit down and think about where are we going next? What would we like to be? And then start putting those things in place, those habits in place that support your dreams. It's never too young, never too old. And it's just being, understanding what do you really want in life? And how do you really want to live? Yeah. And then putting those habits in place to support that.
That is such a contrast, let me call it that, to how we were brought up when our parents tell us we need to become a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, those traditional type of things. And especially if your father was a principal of a school, of course you had to end up in teaching and become a principal. If your father or parents is a doctor or lawyers, clearly this is what you need to do. You didn't have a choice. Nobody asked you anything. This is where they directed you to. But no, there are kids who may do it, They may go and study for how many years to become a doctor and a lawyer, and they hand the parents the certificate at the end of how many years, and then go off and do their own damn thing, because it's just not them. They might see it as rebellion and being defiant, but people need to be who they are. Allow me to be who I am. Life is too short, Linda.
And I think once you work on yourself and realize how unique we all are, like, sure, you're proud to have a child following your footsteps. I mean, there's a bit of pride in that, but how great it is to support them in their dreams and to watch them grow. My 2 sons that are firefighters, that's what they wanted to be in their lives. Yeah. And so my job was to support that.
But that's what a parent's job is supposed to do. You're not supposed to force your ideals on them. We bring them up the best way we could, but we're supposed to look at our kids, see how they're developing, see the talents, because it shows. See what they have an affinity to, and help them in those areas. If it's music, if it's creative, if it's dancing, it doesn't matter. Whether it's a male or a female child, You're
Yes.
supposed to help them in whatever they want to do, not what you want to vicariously live through your children. You had your
Absolutely.
time. You had your
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely.
Come on.
And that's the thing is but when you're working on yourself, the reason most people don't do that is because they're not working on themselves, and they have this package in them. They want somebody else to deliver it for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they force it on some other being. But, you know, once you're working on yourself, the package he gave to you, and
Yeah.
you're working that thing out and fine tuning that, then you understand that your children, although they're your kids, they can have very different things to do. My middle son is a computer whiz, has been since the age of 2. He's 34. He's been since the age of 2.
Yeah.
And my thing was, well, you need to be a computer programmer. And his thing was, he likes to sell. So right now he is making a killing selling cars.
Yeah.
And that's what he wants to do in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to come to terms with, okay, what I see as his innate talent may not be what he sees as his innate talent.
Yeah.
And so he has found a way to do what he does and do it well.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe it's not the right time. Maybe there may be a combination of the whole computer thing with
Absolutely.
at some point. You know, it's just not the right, and it's not for you to determine the timing. The universe, God is going to put that in place if that's what's supposed to happen. But I think it's abusive. I consider it abusive, you know, now that I've grown, that parents take their package, like you're saying, and force it onto their children. I find it's abusive.
I think it does borderline that, yes.
It is abusive. It is not right for you to try to live through your children and force them to do the things that you wanted to do and you didn't get to do in your life. I consider that abusive, and I'm saying it right out, and I will stand by that. You know, you miss living your life. What does that have to do with me? Exactly. That has nothing to do with me. Why I must live through. So what happened to my life? Then I must find somebody to live my life for me. That it perpetuates abusiveness. I know. No. And then if I don't follow, you see me as being defiant and rude and, you know, whatever, all the negative things, and label me negatively. That makes no sense. I really find that abusive. But let me hop over to your website, Linda. I want to showcase this series. Let me grab a page here. Yeah, give me the website.
So the website is getthebusiness.org.
That makes sense. Get the business.
Absolutely.
Getthebusiness.org. All right, I have the oops, and I see something jump out at me. There's a little pop-up there. Let me share the screen.
Oh yeah.
Something jump out at me. You'll see it in a while. See?
Yes. So that's where I collect emails from those that want to be on my mailing list.
Right. So what does LSMB stand for?
So that is actually my name. People ask me that all the time. So my name is Linda Sue Murray. That's my maiden name. Yeah. And then I got married, and so I kept the Bullard. So that's where the LSMB comes from.
Oh, nice. It sounds very professional. I don't know, the LSMB. That's nice. Probably that's why they don't connect it to your name. It doesn't sound like the initial of your initials to your name.
Yeah, but those are my initials.
Nice. Okay, so take us through the website, and where's the series?
So what happens is, now on this website is where you go after, if you want the book. So look where it says bookstore.
Yeah, got it.
So the bookstore is where you can get the BYOB series.
Hold on. Okay. Is that you?
So that's my mother.
Oh, looks like you.
I know. I am her image. I am definitely her image.
Yeah. So here we are, the Well-Run Dry Members of a Motherless Child.
Yes.
And you can get it
on down from it. And so you can purchase that book right there. And then on down from that is the BYOB.
Okay. Oh, building your own business series. Great.
Yes. Absolutely. So there's the series of books, and it's a quick read. And you can actually purchase that from that website as well, from right there. And also, if you would, another place I have set up to help entrepreneurs is Must plugin.com, which
Okay.
is where you can go and get a free checklist on how to start your business. In addition to, there's a free self-study training class that's about 30 hours of entrepreneur training.
Okay.
And so the same thing, you put your email in and it takes you to the place below. That is the plugin. There is where you go in for the training. And then on down from there is the actual checklist where you can actually print it off and do the checklist.
Okay. So
if you click those, so if you click that link,
this one
it'll go
here?
to the checklist.
Okay. So if you click, or should I click it?
Yes, go ahead and click it.
Okay. Okay, great. All right, and they enter their name. Oh, they how does this work?
I don't even see that.
I'm seeing a page that took me to Fast Track. Is that?
Yes. So Fast Track, that is the actual class that teaches you how to do business well.
Okay.
So you would sign on there, and then it takes you on through a 30-hour training. So you can get in, and from the very beginning, like if you think you have an idea or you want to have an idea, then you can start there. If you go back, use your back arrow and to go back to the previous page. Down at the bottom, if you click this one at the bottom, that's going to take you to the checklist.
But that's what I clicked a while ago.
Is it?
Yeah.
And it took you there?
Yeah.
It should not have taken you there.
Yeah, it took me here, but I wanted to get to the checklist.
Yeah, so click at the top one then. Seems like they've gotten misaligned. I have to get my people to work on that. So if you do, let me go to the website and I can tell you where it is.
Yeah. Yeah, look, the checklist is here.
Yes. But that link should take you to there. You shouldn't have to go through all those steps.
It was confused. It probably was mixed up.
Yeah, it is mixed up. But if you click the checklist, the core checklist will take you step by step, telling you the steps to start your business. So it'll tell you things like getting your employee ID number, getting you a mentor if you're starting your business and you don't have a mentor. But all that information there, step by step, can help you get your business up and running. And you being in Trinidad and Tobago, it will be so these are United States, in fact Tennessee, where I'm located. So if you're going to transfer that to what you're doing there, you want to find out where your commerce is, and then ask them about the laws and the regulations for starting your business there.
Yeah, that's fine.
But the framework, but the framework is the same in that you need to have a mentor. You need to have a place where you can learn about business. Here in the United States, we have the SBA, it's SBA.gov, and that is the for any business in the United States, you can go there and learn about business. And it's a free service here. So you have access to that as well. But all that information is there.
Fabulous. So training plus the free checklist. And it's always great to have a checklist where you can just tick off as you go along, one by one. It takes away from the overwhelm, the heart attacks, the chest tightening,
Right.
All those things. So it's important to have that checklist. Oh my goodness. This has been a wonderful conversation, Linda. We spoke about a whole holistic set of things. I mean, from Steve, we didn't even talk about Steve Harvey. No, I need to go back to that.
Okay, so how I got into that is after I had lost my job and I took some downtime, I wrote the book, and I got the book in the Library of Congress because it makes it available in all the public libraries in the United States. And then I didn't know what to do next. And so at the time, Steve Harvey came out with a book called Act Like a Success.
Yeah.
So I bought that book, and he created a Facebook page. And so I joined the Facebook page. And from there, he said, well, I'm going to give a conference. Would you come meet me in Reston, Virginia? And of course, me and 400 other people did. But I think it was probably 600 people total. But what happened was the worst storm in the United States happened. So what would have been a 9-hour drive took me 14 hours through 9 inches of black ice and snow.
My God.
It was horrible.
Where can I see the picture of that? I'm trying to get back to there.
So if you look at, let's see, where's my picture? It's on the front page. So if you scroll down.
I just clicked on about because I know I saw it.
But scroll, it's not there. It's not in about. It's on the front page.
Okay, so let me.
So if you click the name, and then just scroll down.
Yes, I know. Yes.
Yeah. So the act like it says, that's me sitting on his stage. I was out of 85 people. I was one of the 5 he chose, or his staff, Doreen, standing right there, chose to do a panel discussion.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, but you can see that's his brand, Act Like a Success.
I know. That is awesome. This is great social proof, Linda. Congratulations.
Thank you. And on my Facebook page, there's actually a picture with me and him the day that I graduated from his course.
Oh, lovely. I love Steve Harvey. You know, I think as a Black community, we have always been following Steve, you know, from since he was on TV and how he has grown over the years. That man has really grown.
Yeah, the thing about what I've learned from him is a lot of people think you have to do this business and that business and this business over here, you know, do hair, change tires, fried chicken, you know, you have to do all these different things. But what he does one thing. He tells jokes. And he tells jokes 8 different ways on 8 different shows, has 8 different ways of making money doing the one thing he loves to do and that he's good at. I
didn't even think about that, but that is really great. I mean, he is so good and so natural. He's so good and so natural, and I love him. And he hosts this what do you call it? This show.
Family Feud. Yes, Family Feud.
Family Feud. And I mean, he's just himself on that. And I mean, that is what it is. You just be yourself. You don't have to be different people, different. No. You know, just be yourself. And once you have accepted you can fit in anywhere. Yeah. That's amazing. I love Steve Harvey. I would love to connect with him one of these days. Yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you so much, Linda. This has been a wonderful conversation. Thanks for sharing about your life, you know, your experience. Yes, and your young self with your how much grandchildren, right? Coming back full circle to that.
I'll have to get a picture of Andrew so that people know. But he's actually this is the first time in my life that I've had 4 generations alive at the same time.
Listen to me. The next time you need to show some ID. You need to.
I love being carded.
Lady, show your ID.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God. Thank you, Linda Murray Bullard, for being on Between the Lines. I appreciate you. I appreciate your experience, your history, your story, and what you've shared with the world, young people, and keep working with the young minds. I'm telling you.
Oh, definitely.
Please deliver your package. Please deliver your package to the world.
Yes, you have the power of choice. When you change your mind, you change your life instantly.
Great way to end the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.